is, number one, is submission. Everybody say submission. Genesis 22, verse 1 to 3. And God did tempt Abraham. I'm going to read out the scriptures. Every time I'm going to say it's going to be from that Genesis 22. So just stay with me in India. Genesis 22. He said, and God did tempt Abraham and said, take your only son, Isaac, whom thou lovest, and sacrifice it in the mountain I will show you. And the scripture said, what did he say? Next morning, Abraham rose up. He rose up. And then we read from our anchor scripture, God said, because you have obeyed me, I will multiply you. You will see increase because you obey me. So one of the way to provoke divine increase is by submission. See, submission is higher than obedience. Submission is higher than obedience. To obey, it means you still have command, but you don't. To submit means you don't have a choice. And Abraham followed God like that. If you read scripture very well, Apostle Paul called himself a born servant of God. According to scholars and theology, the word born servant means, if you read the Old Testament, in the year of release, they will make an announcement. Anybody who is a slave, is let go. You can free the person. But there is a clause. If the slave likes the master so much, he can decide to remain. Then they have to burn his ear. So Apostle Paul was addressing himself that he's a born servant, which means he liked it. Even Christ had let him to go, but he loved Christ so much. That's why he addressed himself as a born servant. There are many of us who come to church, we never obey instruction. And that is why we are experiencing destruction. Because it is instruction that deny you of destruction. It is instruction that deny you of destruction. It is instruction that deny you of destruction. Abraham was in his father's house. One day he heard a voice. He heard the word of the Lord. And he said, get out of your father's house. Genesis 12, verse 1 to 3. He said, get out of your father's house. Get out of your father's kitchen. And I will take you to a place that will show you. Immediately, Abraham obeyed. It is submission. He submitted to God. And if you read this chapter 13 of that scripture, chapter 12, just one chapter, scripture said Abraham was so great that even Lot that followed Abraham was so blessed that the land could not contain their increase. Because why? He submitted to God. Many of us are here. There are members who come to church. They will tell you, say, Pastor, this is my issue. This is what I'm going through. The pastor will tell you, he said, do like this, do like this. You won't do it, and you still expect God to do it. No. Every blessing of God comes with a condition. Genesis 26, verse 1. There was a famine in the land, and Isaac thought of running. This is the son of Abraham. He thought of running to Egypt. And God said,